Hey guys, it's Marla, and this is my, I don't know, it started out as my August favorites, and then I never got finished filming it by August, and now it's almost the end of September, and then it was going to be my 5 favorites from September, and then I added 2 more, so now I think we are at my 7 favorites from September, but these are just a couple of products that I've been using a lot. Some of them I've actually been using for a year, but most of them are new, and they're products that I've really been using and loving for the month of September. I've filmed this video in segments, so sometimes I may look a little different in one clip than another, and that's why, but I finally got to put everything together and edit it. So let's get started. Okay, favorite number 1. I know I've talked before about the Tarte Maracuja Oil, and you're used to seeing the Maracuja Oil kind of in the big jug with a little eyedropper that's a little messy sometimes. You really can't travel with it. It's very difficult. I recently picked up the Tarte Maracuja Oil in this little rollerball size, and I love it. I stick it in my purse. I can travel with it. If I feel like my skin is dry around my eyes or something and I'm out, I can just put a little dab on both sides, rub it in. I know a lot of people with oily skin kind of cringe when they see this Maracuja oil, but I will be honest with you. I have combination skin. I've talked about it before. I live in a hot climate that's very humid. I love this Tarte Maracuja oil. It has been, I think it has really been one of the main things that has helped my skin be zit-free. I suffered with adult onset acne when I turned about 30, 35. I would get kind of these little boils under my skin. Nothing horrible, not cystic, but enough to really bug me. I'd have these little red bumps all over my neck, whiteheads, some blackheads, just a real pain. Since I've been using this Tarte Maracuja oil in conjunction with 2 other products, my skin, I can honestly say I don't remember the last time I had a pimple in over a year. And that is really crazy. But I really believe whatever is in this stuff has actually changed. I don't know if it's changed the pH, changed whatever's on my skin. It has made it so that the acne does not want to start there. It just stays away from my skin. No blackheads allowed. I love this. So I'm going to have a video coming out in about 2 weeks, and I'm really going to tell you kind of my personal experience with what really has helped me. May not help everybody, but wow, has it helped me. And Tarte Maracuja oil is one of those things. So this is definitely one of my favorites for the month of September. Okay, back to business. I have 3 eyeshadows that I've really been loving for the month of September. 2 are by L'Oreal and 1 is by Maybelline. The 2 by L'Oreal are the Infallible 24-hour eyeshadows. I have the one $8.99 in Endless Pearl, and I have $9.97 in Eternal Sunshine. And then for the Maybelline that I really love, this is number 70 Ivy Icon. And these are the Marbleized eyeshadows. I really love these by Maybelline. But let me do a quick swatch look, let you see what these kind of look like. I know it's kind of tough to see over YouTube, but I will try. This one is the Endless Pearl. It's kind of a matte cream color, and I really like this right under my brow. It looks, when you touch these, they're so soft. They almost feel like velvet or satin. They're just super soft, almost like a cream, but that's the Endless Pearl by L'Oreal. This is the Eternal Sunshine. This is more of a metallic, it's on my pinky finger right there. A metallic gold, and that will be really pretty for the holidays, I think. Just really beautiful, even for summertime. And then finally, the Maybelline Marbleized eyeshadows are very cool. Like I said, this one is in number 70 Ivy Icon, but you can see they almost kind of look like the MAC a little bit. Marbleized, mineralized eyeshadows, because they have a bunch of different colors together. Really, really pretty. And this one is on my middle finger. It's a beautiful, beautiful kind of ivy green, goldish. It has some kind of a little bit of coppery flecks, gold flecks in there. It is really pretty, kind of really buildable and very creamy feeling on my eyes. So those are my 3 favorite eyeshadows for the month of September. And another favorite that I had to throw in, and because this is kind of a favorite I've been using, I think ever since these came out, this is something that I have been using and I have not strayed from it. I have really dark black eyebrows and I have a really hard time finding an eyebrow color that works really well. I don't like it when it's a kind of a lighter brown color because when I go out in the sunshine, I hate to kind of see brown mixed with the black. To me, that looks really unnatural. But then I've tried black eyebrow colors and they look really scary, like Joan Crawford kind of eyebrows. And I don't want that either. These, this color tattoo, the 24-hour color tattoo Maybelline eyeshadows, they're actually eyeshadows, but I use them for my brows. I have this one in Toughest Taupe, and I have been using this forever, and I love it. And the reason being is because it's a 24-hour eyeshadow, my eyebrows stay on all the time. They don't come off all day long until I actually get a makeup remover and wipe them off with. And this color is perfect for my black brows because it's not too black, but it's a really pretty taupey, kind of almost a gray, browny taupey color that blends in perfectly with my black eyebrows. And I just apply it with my MAC 208 brush. It is fabulous for my brows. I've tried powders. I hate them because a lot of times all the little powder flecks will get everywhere. I've tried, you know, liners. I don't like them. I like I said, ever since this color tattoo's been out, I have not tried anything else because I love it. The staying power is fabulous. My eyebrows stay on all the time. I can build them up more. I can just, it's just kind of, you know, you just kind of paint them on and just do it the way you want them, but it's just great. Now, sometimes these little eyeshadows, specifically, I don't know if they all kind of dry out, but sometimes this eyeshadow dries out, has a tendency to dry out over time. All I do is get a makeup remover wipe, a fresh, clean one, and I will just kind of gently rub over that and kind of smooth it out. And that, just that little bit of moistening up seems to moisten up the material that this is made of and the product, and just makes it smooth again so I can just dip my brush in and go paint my eyebrows. But this is kind of my all-time favorite for my eyebrows. And this is what Toughest Taupe looks like. Another September favorite I have is also from Tarte, and it is the 12-hour blush, the Amazonian Clay. And I really, really love these blushes. These are great. This one that I recently got is in Exposed, and it is a beautiful color. It almost looks like the color you would get when you pinch your cheeks. Absolutely gorgeous. Very, very natural. A lot of the colors of these blushes, when you first look at them in the display, look a little frightening. They're kind of bright. This one doesn't. This one is super natural looking, absolutely gorgeous. I think you can see that on my wrist. It is just so pretty, and I love these blushes. They go on beautifully. You can build them up. They're long lasting and they look very natural. Because they are the Amazonian Clay, they don't make you feel greasy. They just look beautiful on and have a beautiful, beautiful sheen when you put them on. So the Exposed is my favorite for September blush. Okay, next product. This product I have a love-hate relationship with, and you'll understand why once I explain it. I am not a person that pays a lot of money for nail polishes. I just think drugstore nail polishes are just as good as these high-end nail polishes that they sell in department stores or that MAC sells. But I recently saw this MAC nail polish lacquer from the Styleseeker collection, and I fell in love with this color. I could not find a dupe for this color anywhere. If somebody knows a dupe for this color, I would love to hear about it, but I could not find a dupe for this particular color. So I ended up buying 2 of these. I just love this. Now, the reason I have a love-hate relationship with this is, number one, the price. It's way too high to me to pay for a nail polish. But number two, it's kind of, or at least the formula for this one, I'll be honest with you, I don't buy a lot of MAC nail polishes. I don't know if they're all like this, but this is kind of a runny formula. It took me 3 coats to get the polish where I wanted it to be to look. Now, this is the color of it, and it is a really pretty, kind of unique color that I can't seem to find any drugstore product to be a dupe for, but it really takes 3 coats. 1 coat is so thin that I can see all my nail kind of underneath it, and 2 is okay. 3 really is what I needed to get this much coverage. So I'm kind of a little disappointed. I expected it to be kind of a little thicker for the price that I paid for it, but I love the color so much. This is one of my September favorites. Number 4, this is a spritzer. I really don't consider this a perfume because it's not typically long lasting like a perfume would be. It's something that I kind of like to spritz on myself when I come out of the shower or when I'm just going out. I use it instead of perfume, but it's not really long lasting. It's kind of a very light fragrance. But the reason I like this so much is the smell. I just absolutely love the smell of this. I got this from Bath and Body Works, and it's called Wild Honeysuckle. And I don't know if you can actually get this in the store. You may actually have to order this online. That's kind of what I heard. I'm just a big fan. When I'm walking in the mornings and I smell honeysuckles, I just think it smells so gorgeous. And I was trying to find a perfume or a spritzer or just something that would smell like honeysuckles, and this does. I love this stuff. It's so light and refreshing, and to me, young. It just smells like nature. I love it. So I've been spritzing this stuff on myself instead of my perfume. Now, like I said, it's not long lasting like a typical perfume is, but the smell is so heavenly for me. I even spritz it on myself before I go to bed at night. I know that sounds really strange, but I like it that much. Finally, my last number 5 favorite for September, and this is not a product, it's more like a project. And I wish I could say this was my brilliant idea, but it's not. It's someone else's idea, another guru I saw on the internet, and I saw this and I thought, wow, what a great idea. You know how sometimes you're looking for a scarf to match a jacket or just a particular color scarf, and you go in the stores and you cannot find a scarf. You just can't find one that matches or that has the colors that you're looking for. And silk scarves are pretty expensive for women. Her idea was to take a men's tie, which comes in every color under the sun, and just basically take it apart and make it into a scarf. What a brilliant idea she had. So all she does is, for example, I got this at my discount department store. So this tie itself cost me $15, which was not bad for a silk tie. And then you have these little tags on the back. You just get a seam ripper that looks like this and a pair of scissors, and you're going to cut the tags off that are here on the back, and then you're going to look, there's a seam that runs all the way down the back of a tie. You're going to just start gently with your seam ripper, ripping apart that seam all the way to the end, the other end of the tie over here. And then once you get there, you'll open it up and you'll find this sponge that's in here, kind of a filler thing. You're gonna pull this all out. So once you've ripped the seam all the way through, you will pull out this kind of little spongy stuff that's inside the tie. And then you'll see on either end of the tie, there are these kind of little pockets. All you have to do is take the seam ripper all the way around that whole seam, and you can actually cut off those little pockets. They're on both sides of the tie. And then you'll be left with something that looks like this. I've already done this one before, and as you can see, it's nice and flat once it's been ironed. I did take it one step further than the original guru. I take this to a sewing lady in town, and she charges me like $5 to basically put a stitch all around the entire edge of the scarf tie. I guess that's what I'll call it. That way it prevents it from fraying. And then you can actually use this little scarf almost like a piece of jewelry because it's so kind of thin. It's just great. You can tie this on a little bow, kind of in your jacket or however you want to do it. It is so stinking cute. This girl had such a great idea. I had to share it with everyone else because I am obsessed with this. I think I've bought 5 ties already and have done this to them, and I just love it. Okay, those were my favorites, my 7 favorites. I didn't count after a while how many I put in there, but those were my favorites for September. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, guys, and I will see you soon.